Hello everybody! Today we'll be looking at this glorious beast made of communist stalinium, also known as the IS-6. Was developed during World War II in tandem with a experimental electric transmission for use in heavy tanks. This version, however, utilizes the same hull as the project involving the transmission, but with a traditional power plant and mechanical transmission. The electric counterpart had a pretty serious problem with overheating and therefore got cancelled. Meanwhile, this iteration simply just didn't offer any significant improvements over the IS-2 and therefore got cancelled. Anyway, let's focus on the battle for now, because we are already in the thick of it apparently. And already lost 2 crew members, because of course we did. There we go. There's the armor in full effect. Let's wiggle that turret a bit. There we go. That's more like it. Now for a terribly long reload, because we lost our freaking loader. Fortunately, fighting stuff with standard kinetic rounds, so the armor holds up. Let's just fix the track, and then we're off. Headed not very far at all. I am well aware, team, but I have bigger problems right now. There we go, long reload again. And that's an EBR. Let's pepper him a bit. Team saved my ass, and I'm on a 32-second repair now. I think possibly even out of machine gun rounds as well. But again, kinetic rounds, armor holds up just fine. Stuff coming in from the left, I'm gonna have to deal with. Maybe not. I think he got his gun shot out, and, well, on the long reload again. That's a Centurion over there. That is a bit of a worry. Now, pros and cons for the vehicle. It does have one of the shortest reloads for 122mm gun in the entire game. It does have rather exceptional mobility for a heavy tank. The armor really holds up well against kinetic rounds, as I showed earlier. And with it being 122mm, you will usually one-shot enemies. The downsides, however, is that it suffers quite bad in up tiers as the armor becomes irrelevant and the gun starts becoming subpar. Additionally, it has horrendous gun depression, as most Russian vehicles do. Also has a very cramped fighting compartment, which means that if you do get hit and penetrated, you will generally lose at least 2 crew members. And as the armor relies more on angling than it does on pure thickness, it's very, very vulnerable to chemical rounds. And now let's see if we can get up here. Overall, it's a very efficient tank, although it does require quite some skill to use. The gun is fairly forgiving in regards to not hitting the point you're aiming for, as the shell will most often one-shot kill anyway, even if you miss the crew compartment or ammunition. The pen isn't the greatest though, and paired with a fairly long reload, that can become a bit of a problem. But due to the recent changes in battle ratings and such, I just can't recommend this thing as anything other than a collector's item. It faces a lot of stuff that will just go right through the armor, either because chemical rounds or really high pen kinetic rounds. And at the price of €40 in a pack, there's just a lot better vehicles you can get to build a grinding lineup for rank 4 that you can actually use rank 4 vehicles with without up-tiering all of them. And, well, yeah, as I said, it's quite painful in up tiers, and even at 7.3 now, there is so much stuff with chemical rounds because they lowered the BRs of almost all the MBTs that it's painful even at the best of times. So with that, I'll conclude this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all the usual good stuff. And I will see you in the next one.